I thought that I would make another video just to personally catalog what's going on with my transition physically and mentally. It's been a while since I keep a little blog for myself, and it's been a minute since I've posted anything, and so I figured instead of writing something out, I would just make another video again to check up on my voice and uh, maybe have a little bit more of a stream of consciousness type of thing going, because we can actually just speak it all out instead of typing it all out and being very careful with the words that I choose. And I guess a video paints a better picture in some ways. A less articulate picture, sure, but a more accurate one perhaps. So in terms of the physical things that have been going on with me, I believe that my voice is still continuing to drop. It feels like it may be reaching a little bit more of a level plane, but it still cracks, and I still have some trouble singing, hitting notes that I once was able to hit. I'm hoping that I will be able to reconfigure everything, or perhaps get a bit better with some sort of falsetto. I have hopes I can do this, and that's pretty cool. Uh, yes, so that's what's going on with my voice. I'm growing a little bit of a mustache. You can kind of see it. But there's no other facial hair that's popping up, and I feel pretty pleased about that. I don't particularly want a full beard, and I like that the mustache is subtle. It's also still very soft and baby-like. I don't like the roughness of a facial hair. I love pubes, but I don't want them on my face. Um, Muscle-wise, I think that I'm getting kind of a little more beefy, muscular. I've been lifting a weight, same weight I was lifting in the last video, but they're growing. Um, my legs are also getting a little bit more muscly, which makes it more difficult to do my shot. And I've also been experiencing a lot more anxiety around my shot, which I'm not sure if it's because it hurts a little more now, or what that's about. I'll have to think a little harder on that and get back to myself. My clit is growing like wildfire. Um, it's pretty cool. It looks like a tiny dick. Um, like when I like pull back my labia and like the clitoral hood, I can kind of see the like indentation of like what the tip of a cock would look like. And it's also very sensitive. It was always sensitive, but it's a lot more sensitive now. So blowjobs and hand jobs are pretty awesome. I can jerk myself off now with like my fingers. I mean, I could always do that, but I mean more of like a pinching motion, like what it would be to jerk off a tiny dick. Is what it seems to be like. Um, Mentally, I've been feeling okay. I had a bit of a time where I was feeling really down and kind of unable to figure out my emotions and kind of keep track of them. And I think a lot of it was depression and just kind of not even having any desire to really check in with myself, but just kind of go with what was ever happening and just being sad and just living like that. But I feel like I'm kind of coming out the other end now, which is nice. Um, feel like quickness to which I was feeling annoyed or just having a hard time connecting with a lot of the people that I really love is also fading. I feel like I have a lot more patience, and I'm happier to talk to people. I don't want to shut myself off that much anymore, which also could be related to the depression and not so much the tea. Um, feel a little bit more outgoing. Been making a lot more friends at work, and I've been coming to a lot of revelations and conclusions about like existing and existing with other people around me, which I know everyone experiences, because no one is alone. Um, so that's also been nice to think about and kind of utilize in terms of making friends and keeping keeping up with friendships and new romantic relationships, etc. etc. Been a little stressed out financially. Last February I had a slew, last winter really, not February, I had just a slew of like a lot of strange medical things happen to me, and I'm kind of dealing now with the bills and not having insurance and trying to come up with the money and stick to payment plans and applying for like charity care things and financial aid for bills. That's been kind of tricky, but work has been good. My coworkers have been a lot more respectful lately in terms of pronouns, and that's been really nice. There haven't been too many like really uncomfortable instances. There are a few people who still really don't get it, and I don't think care to, and that's always frustrating. But they're always going to be those people, and it's not good to dwell. It really kind of brings your self-esteem down, and I know for the most part who I am and what I want and how I want to be perceived in the world, and it's good to just kind of stick to that and not let the bastards get you down. My skin on my face has been pretty. It's still clear. I haven't really received a lot of pimples. I am getting a lot of acne, which I attribute definitely to the tea and the amount I'm sweating now, which is a lot more than I was pre-tea, and also the binder. I can't afford to have a bunch of binders that I can change them out every day, so I wear the same binder probably like 3 to 4 days in a row, and I'm sure that does not help with the acne. I haven't experienced any hair loss, which is good. I think I'm on week maybe 21 of testosterone. I think I'll have to go back and recalculate that, but I'm pretty sure it's 21. I'm pretty nervous. I'm gonna have to come out to my mom soon about it, because I feel like changes are brewing, and she's not an idiot, and she'll know something's up. I don't think she really has any idea what a trans person is or a genderqueer person is. She's pretty stuck in the binary way of thinking, and she's finally like just coming to terms with thinking of me as a queer woman, and so I feel kind of guilty like dropping the bomb on her about this. But my plan is, I said it in the last video, I think, so it's the same plan. I'm just nervous about it, and I've been putting it off. But I'm hoping that, if I explain to her, like, the support I'm receiving, like, not only just from my friends in my community, but from, like, outsiders, like my coworkers, and, like, teachers, and that sort of thing, that she'll feel a little more comfortable about it, that, I'm not walking through the streets and being tomatoed, or I don't know. I get like weird looks, and sometimes people are mean, but it's not anything that I can't deal with. For the most part, I think that's mainly what's been going on in my life. I hope to check in maybe in a week or so, or probably more, to be honest, but just had to get all of that out there. Thank you.